Hello.
Yay! Uh-oh.
Yay.
You might be frozen, Heather. There you go.
Am I?
The leprechaun got you.
Oh no, I know. Like that's all I need is to freeze, and
Yeah.
that's the whole show is me looking surprised.
Happy St. Pat's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Look at us.
Yes,
Both wearing
yes. We
green.
did our green.
We did our green, and we had
We
like
did green
beautiful.
earrings.
I don't have earrings in, but I am wearing green cardigan, very librarian-like. Thank you, honey.
Very
Looking
nice.
good, Cara. Looking good. So it is St. Patrick's Day. It is a national drinking holiday for our country.
So tonight we're going to be drinking.
Yes, we are. It's going to be awesome. Do you want to start with what you're drinking?
Mine is very healthy.
Oh.
So I am having a cucumber jalapeno margarita.
Ah, that sounds awesome.
So in the blender,
Yeah.
it's lime juice, simple syrup, a juiced cucumber, cilantro, jalapeno, and then the tequila and the Grand Marnier.
Oh my God, that sounds both like a cocktail and like a cure for a hangover at the same time. Oh my God, look how pretty that is, Cara.
It's really pretty. Yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
It's not like that, like how some St. Patrick's Day are like those crazy, almost glow in the dark green colors where you're like, I think that's radioactive. I don't want to drink that.
I know. I don't want to have your teeth glow or your tongue turns green.
God, that is good.
It looks
tastes healthy. Like that tastes like something you would get at like the juice bar, like a health club or something.
Oh man, that's awesome. So
although you can smell the jalapeno more than you can taste the jalapeno.
But jalapeno's got to be good for your blood, get you moving. Probably goes well with the tequila too.
I am still gonna drink that whole thing. Dang
right, girl. Well, yours is a healthy drink. I kind of wish you could hand me it so I can try it through the screen and hand that. Someday we will make the technology so we can share drinks over the internet, and then we will conquer all space and time.
But absolutely.
While Cara's drink was very healthy and delicious and elegant, I'm going to go the other way. And I'm going to combine that with my Just the Tip for the night. Is let's say you're like me and you want to have a beer, like a regular beer, like a Coors Light or something, but you want a green beer because it's St. Patrick's Day. But you're like Heather and you're like, hey, I don't have food coloring in my house because I never bake. Wow. So I figured out how to do it, but I'm going to experiment with it. So I got a bunch of
a science experiment.
It's a science experiment. So I got my beer. And I got my little tray. I picked out green Skittles that I'm going to put in the beer. I think it's good. Don't use a good beer. Don't use a good beer. Use your worst beer. One that you're like, you don't care if it doesn't turn out. Because I'm that's my disclaimer is I'm not sure how this is going to taste. Because
I wonder how it is going to taste.
And it's and this isn't a regular Skittle. This is some wild berry Skittles. It's like what I had. And I'm like, well, I'm going to put 5 of them in a glass. I'm going to do it right now. One. Here, I'm going to hold my glass up so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to pour my beer in. I'm going to do it low so I don't spill all over. I'm going to show you guys in just a second because I can't do 2 things at once. Oh, it's kind of already turning a little green. Okay.
Yeah, because we were wondering how long that would take.
We're going to let it sit. And I'm gonna sip at it, but I'll hold it up in about when I notice it's getting green. But you can see it's already like the green stuff is coming off.
We're gonna time it.
We're gonna time it. So
it's 8:04.
So we'll see how long it takes to get green enough, and then I will do a test taste, and we will know if it was worth it.
David Nick is a little dubious about this experiment.
I think this could be terrible, but. If you had the right flavor, if it was a lime one, I think that could be very good. But I'm not so sure. But berry could be good. I don't know why.
Lime would be like a shandy.
Yeah. I mean, like, they do it in vodkas. So, I mean, like, I figure this is where I got the idea from. I'm like, I'm just going to post what he had up. Skittles is a rainbow flavor, not a beer additive. Heather and agony. No, don't do it, Heather. And also,
save yourself.
Save yourself. I know. I can't help it though. I feel like this would be like a really great example of a drunk thing people do because they're like, "Well, I want green beer, but I don't." I'm like, "Do you have Skittles?" Like, okay. So some drunk person who's been drinking since 8 a.m. this morning is probably gonna go run out and try this now. Oh man, it's already starting to turn green. That's kind of cool.
The interesting thing that's happening now, and for those of you that are watching, put in the comments what you're going to spend your stimmy money on, because we're going to talk about that later.
Oh, yes.
But think about this. Right now, people have their stim money in their bank account. It is St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
People haven't been out very much. And even in Minnesota, lockdown heaven, the bar hours have been extended tonight.
Have they? I didn't hear that. Oh my gosh.
So this is going to be like a freaking insane St. Patrick's Day. Like,
oh my Lord.
I expect stories of shenanigans and mayhem. And like, I'm here for it. Give me your stories of shenanigans and mayhem.
I would love it if people would send us their shenanigans and mayhem. Or if it's in progress, like send us a clip.
Exactly. Because like I know from Minnesota, St. Patrick's Day last year was canceled.
Oh, it was totally canceled.
Because everything locked down, I think at like 5 p.m. on the day of St. Patrick's Day, if I remember that correctly. Because people were just starting to go out, like they were going out at lunch.
Oh, yeah.
And starting their drinking. And then it was like, nope, it's locked down. Everything's shutting down at 5 and you have to stay at your house and you can't leave your house unless you have your papers saying that you're an essential person who can travel. Like, do you remember all that crazy crap that happened a year ago?
I was so worried about it too, because like I'm like I was at work and I'm like, but I need to go do stuff. Are they going to stop me? Is there going to be patrols? You know, I didn't know.
Yeah, well, and some people were stopped and people were ticketed.
Oh yeah, and
so
they had like we've had so many things, and then they had with the riots too. They were like saying not only that, then like you have to stay inside because of this and curfew, and people were just going nuts because they're like,
no. Remember when the first lockdown happened and most towns blew their tornado siren to tell people that they had to get inside because the lockdown was happening.
Yeah.
People were like losing their shit.
They're thinking it's the end of days.
Yeah. I mean, it was like St. Patrick's Day last year was sheer insanity. I mean, it was sheer insanity. And the days after it were sheer craziness too. I mean, okay, I'm going to tell a secret.
Yes. Oh, I love secrets. Yes.
You're part of my secret.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
During the lockdown, I had a visitor in my home for the weekend.
Yep.
And this visitor, we said, you can't have a suitcase. You just have to have a nonchalant like grocery bag or something.
I know.
And just open my garage door and walk in like you own the place.
That's what we did.
Because we didn't. We totally did that because we didn't want people to call the cops on us.
No, but you know,
because people were calling the cops on people.
But I think we figured out like that. I don't know. It wasn't happening quite as much where we were, but
no, my neighbors ended up being fine.
Like really cool. But I was just like, I didn't know what to expect. And like, but you know, in my neighborhood, people were having parties and I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know what to expect in other people's neighborhoods. So I always just go on best behavior, just like the worst case scenario, just plan for that. And then if it's better, then it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you know, colors get better. It is.
But I think it's like most of the colors off the outside of the Skittles now. I wonder if I should add more. You think I should add more and just take out these?
Yeah, because now it's just like white Skittles.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those out.
You might want to.
Okay, so this is okay. What time is
the white suckers out? So that's 6 minutes. We're at 6 minutes.
Okay, So I took out the white ones. I'm going to put the rest of them in. That's another, I'll put another 5 in. 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
that's now
5.
11.
No,
No, 10.
10. I put 10 in. I also have one extra. I'll put one more in because what the hell?
David says, add that whole bag.
I got, well, I mean,
she had to pick the green ones out. She's got a little bag.
That's all the, yeah, I didn't get a big bag because we just don't have that much candy in our house. I'm on a diet, man. I'm like, and this also, is the most sugar. There we go.
Who actually eats Skittles?
I don't like
Who actually eats them?
We had them this is what I had from Halloween. So they're old Skittles on top of it. So, I'm like, who wants this? It's like, for me, it's chocolate. It's all about the chocolate. Yes, add the whole bag, Heather. I love it.
Just the tip, the whole bag.
That's okay. So now it's in there, and this is going to be the rest. I can already
see it's a little greener.
Yeah, it's a little greener now. I think this will be the trick. It's like maybe 11 is the key magic number for Skittles. Like so we'll wait another 5 minutes, and I think then I'm going to try drinking it because it seems like all the color comes off in about 5 minutes. So
yes. Well, in a little bit, we're going to get to our guest, who is oh my God, we're watching stuff film. Yes,
I might die. This will be the most exciting episode yet.
And if that happens, I'm going to monetize the shit out of this episode.
You fucking do it, Cara. Make a bunch.
And then I will use that money to throw the biggest party for you. For your funeral.
You should. I totally agree with this plan. So if I do die, remember me. Drink over my body.
Avenge me,
Cara. Get those Skittles, bastards.
Right.
It's like the Gorilla Glue lady who glued her. It's like it wasn't on the Skittles not to put it in a beer.
Right. Exactly. Well, at least it's not Pop Rocks.
No, I know. And then my head would explode. Oh, we knew that would happen. Oh,
exactly.
We lost our guest for a second there.
Uh-oh. Okay. So well, yep. We'll see if he pops back on, because we are going to get to our guest here in just a few minutes. And he is going to be our libertarian cop being good, because he provides like an amazing service, which, disclaimer, I totally have a subscription to his service, and he does really good work, and it's Archangel Protective Services, and we'll get to that. But first, so the crazy crap started last year about this time,
right?
And so what I want to know from people who are watching, but also from you, Heather, what got you through this year? Like what? I know it's sad to say, but
well, and that's why I had to go on a diet about halfway through the last year, because I had like gained about 25 pounds. The COVID-19, I gained that a little bit more. So then I lost it, but like it was a crutch. But I think people like to say the Zoom meetings and stuff. It was nice, but that wasn't it. I think having good friends that you can talk to and bitch about what was going on, that helped me more. The good bitching about, like, isn't this horse shit? This is horse shit. And everyone's like, it's such horse shit. And then we're all like, yeah. And that's actually felt pretty good. But,
yeah.
And also, like, okay, this is like a negative thing, but like seeing people how they really are made me happy, because then I knew like who were actually really good people and who were people who had a face on.
Yes. Because the stress of the situation no longer allowed people to put a front on.
Oh, exactly.
Like, you got to see who people really were this year.
I like that, because then I don't.
Some people shown.
Oh yeah, some people who I like didn't know. I'm like, wow, they're really nice. What a nice person, and it made me want to know them better. Not that I could see anyone, but that was like.
I have become better friends with people that I wasn't. I mean, I was kind of friends with them earlier, but I've become really good friends with them this year, because I've seen who they are, and I
love it.
I know their worth, and I may have overlooked them, and that's on me. But yeah, in the worst of times, you do find out who your friends really are. So I agree with you, Heather, and I don't think that that's a negative, that people were revealed so that you could make a real evaluation of, are they your friend?
Yeah.
Are they an associate that you can just kind of have fun with every once in a while?
Yeah.
Or are they just not someone that you want to spend time and energy on in your life?
Exactly. So I don't know if that's what got me through it, but I think good real friends did. And that I think everyone needs to have some good real friends in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Cara?
So, two things leap to mind. The soft headband earphones that you told me about. Like I could not sleep when I'm under stress on a situation that is either chaotic or I don't know a lot about, or that kind of thing. I go into overdrive of trying to find out every single piece of information about it, and I can't turn my brain off.
I go down
Can't turn
rabbit
it
holes.
off.
I know what you mean.
And so it was weeks and weeks and weeks of this. And it was to where I was just like almost throwing up all the time because I was so exhausted. Couldn't
Yeah.
sleep. And I knew, like, so I was putting headphones on like this and trying to sleep with them, and putting a podcast on. Because if I put a podcast on, that would interrupt the loop that my brain was in. And then, man, I would go out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, but it kind of sucks as Heather's like, oh, I can fix you up, honey. She's like, order these. And it looks like a fabric headband, but it's got like soft speakers built back into it. So that was amazing and got me through so much.
I'm glad.
And then the other thing is scented candles.
You're like, give me
so
some
when
candles.
everyone was hoarding stuff, right?
Yeah.
The thing I ran out in a panic and hoarded was scented candles. And
so you open your cupboards and there's like 8,000 candles.
I had tea lights and everything just stacked. And you know what? Fuck y'all. I don't feel one bit bad about hoarding it.
No.
Because they were gone from stores for months. You could not find a scented tea light to save your damn life.
Yeah. I mean, like, people, I think they thought like the power was going to go out, so they're going to like run their house on that. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's just, but if it's something you love, you gotta have it. Like,
so I had so many, and I burned them all day and pretty much all night, to the point where last month I washed my walls around the house.
Because you had like
because there was like that soot.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man.
all through my house.
It's almost like you like live with a smoker, but it's just tea lights.
Yeah. And I mean, it was like, I washed the walls and it didn't look black, but when I would take the cloth away each time, it was black.
Oh yeah. The more you burn stuff, you gotta go through.
I was like burning the world down is what I was doing.
Well,
but it was going to be a scented, beautifully scented world.
Freaking amazing. Oh, I gotta show you. Like, it's pretty much almost done now. So it's green.
It looks like, it looks the color.
Green. Yeah, it's not a dark green, but I'm fine with that. I'm gonna take the candy out now.
I love it. And now you're gonna have to tell us how it tastes.
I'm not really excited about that, but I'm going to.
So you're as excited about that as my husband was about dinner tonight?
Yes.
I made green pea vegan falafels and wilted kale salad.
Oh,
and he told me to throw it in the garbage. And then he tasted it and he was like, that's not good. This is not good. So let's see if it's good for you.
It doesn't really overpower the beer taste, because it's
is it like a shandy?
It's kind of more shandy, like, it's a hint. There's a tiny hint of berry to it because that's the flavor, but it's more like a lemony kind of thing, a lemony berry.
So then it is a little more shandy and a little less berry.
Oh, I'm like doing the face though, because I'm like, it's green and it looks kind of weird, but it's not.
You are kind of doing the face because you're taking that drink and you're like,
it's not perfect. I'm gonna tell. No, I won't lie. But don't waste your best beer on it either.
We should drink it again.
Should I drink it again?
No, would you drink it again?
I have no problem with it. I mean,
Okay.
It's fine. I'll say out of a 0 to 5, I'll say 3. It's average flavor. It doesn't wreck the beer. It has
You're
a
not
little
crying.
sweetness. Yes, and if you like sweet stuff, it probably maybe even makes it better for you. But I'm fine with dry beers and that kind of thing. But I like that it achieved the result that I wanted. I wanted a green beer, and I used all the green candy in my house to make it happen. So if I had more green candy, I could put more in it. It'd probably be brighter green, but then I think it'll taste weirder. So that is just the tip. I'm just going to end that. That's just my tip. You can do it. It might not be great. Experiment.
David, she has one of those. She has that as a backup.
I have a Guinness. Did he say yes? I also have a Guinness. That was my plan in case it was really terrible and I couldn't drink the whole thing.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was disgusting, and
it's okay. I feel like I don't want to do beer abuse, so there you go. I may switch to Guinness in a little bit though.
So is our guest back in the green room?
He is. I will bring him right up.
Let's bring him on. Let's bring on PJ, and he is our libertarian caught being good.
Hi, PJ.
And PJ has Archangel Protective Services.
So, hi, it's Archangel Protective Intelligence. Archangel Protective Intelligence. Yeah, you've already completely butchered the name, but I love you, so I forgive you.
I did. I totally butchered it.
Yeah, I have never been on a podcast with friends before. So this is a first for me. I am excited to do it. And I have to say, I wanted to give a shout out to my daughter, but I hope my wife is not actually letting my daughter watch this.
Oh, I'm sorry about the swearing. It is kind of our show, though.
You know what? I should have known. But my good friend Colin said he was going to watch when he got his kids to bed. So Colin's kids, please go to bed.
Yes, go to bed, Colin's kids.
But yeah, shout out to Izzy. I'll show her just my part of this.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. You can just show a clip.
So tell us what Archangel is.
So it's Archangel, like Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Again,
and it is. What does it do?
So what we do is we use open source intelligence gathering to predict threats and to keep people safe. It's an outgrowth of my self-defense background. So like we were able to predict, or not really predict, because I kind of knew it was going to happen. But some of the political violence that was happening, and I used open source intelligence gathering techniques and we were able to tell our subscribers that, hey, about half of the wind turbines in Texas are frozen over. So this could potentially be a problem. Obviously, I didn't know that it was going to be the big problem that it was, but I was warning people that, hey, this could potentially be an issue. And it was an issue.
Yeah. So you were able to give people a heads up on that.
Absolutely. I have been right on some very big things, and the things that I've been wrong about have been very minor, and we don't even need to talk about those.
So what have you been right on? What else?
A lot of the riots, we've been able to get a lot of the flyers from around the country And I have been in chats with people that we would maybe in layman's terms call Antifa. And I have been able to give people a warning about some of the violence in Portland, but on any given weekend,
Mm-hmm.
I could probably say there's going to be violence in Portland and be right about it, unfortunately. But we've been able to get ahead of some of the police-involved shootings. There are certain groups that I know when they talk about them and when they broadcast these things nationally, that there will probably be a large group of people that show up. And of course, we'd always like that to be peaceful, and I would absolutely support it if people want to show up to a place and peacefully protest. But if there is a chance that it's going to be not so peaceful,
Right.
I want to let my members in that area know, hey, maybe you should avoid this place that they're having this rally.
So when did you start this? Because I started following you on Facebook in the Facebook group during this spring and summer with the start of the riots in Minneapolis.
I started Archangel Self-Defense in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing some things that were more than just self-defense, and then started kind of getting an education on open source intelligence gathering. And then when the riots started was really when I changed the name and kind of shifted my focus, because so many people were asking me about it, and so many people were kind of looking for answers. And during those early days, I was following it just an insane amount and reporting stuff on Facebook. And then I heard about Dave Rubin's platform, locals.com, where the censorship wasn't happening.
Because you were either starting to get warnings or you were hearing about other people getting warnings that they were going to get shut down on Facebook.
Well, I was doing a lot of the open source intelligence gathering through my SOC account.
Yeah.
And I was doing things, if you remember those early days, I was doing things like finding groups that were more geared towards pedophilia and exposing and some of those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was using SOC accounts to do all of that. And Facebook started shutting that down as soon as I started really causing people problems.
Funny that you piss off a few pedophiles and Facebook gets angry.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
Also,
that's seriously what it is.
Pedophiles were angry too.
Yeah.
And then I opened it up for members of that group to be posting things. And I thought, hey, we can all share intelligence together, and that will make this community a lot stronger, and it will keep us all in the know a lot better. And Facebook started flagging things that my members were putting. And I'm sure you guys know all about Facebook fact checkers. Really, really weird, petty stuff started getting flagged.
Yeah.
And I thought, luckily the Facebook group is still there. I pretty much only use it to share content from locals. But it started getting flagged, and I thought this group is going to be shut down very soon.
Yeah.
And luckily it isn't, but I had to remove some things and had to be a little more careful about what was shared. And of course, you know that Facebook censors things, not only that are fake, but things that they disagree with being shared on there. They've really clamped down on that.
A friend of mine just caught a 7-day ban because she called someone else a dick because they like beans on their hot dogs.
Wow. I'm
not kidding.
Yeah, my regular account has never actually been banned, which is pretty incredible, but I don't think that I do anything that is worth banning. But I have gotten several warnings that the group is going to be shut down if I keep allowing fake content, which, I mean, it's the stupidest nitpicky stuff. And I try to share information. I don't try to be political at all.
Right.
I have never.
Well, and a lot of your stuff on the alerts that I see, it's like, heads up, this is happening. This is what we may be thinking happening. This is what I'm hearing from this group. You may want to watch out going into this area. There might be something happening on this date, you know, just to let you know. So, I mean, like, I don't see any of the things that you're putting in locals or on Facebook that have a political slant to it. You're just giving heads up for situations which may become dangerous, and it doesn't have to be violence, but a situation that could be dangerous. Just watch out for this.
And if I say that, you know, some anti-fascist group and the Proud Boys are each going to hold counter rallies at the same place on the same day, there's a very, very good chance that there's going to be some violence. And a very good chance that I don't want anyone that I care about to be anywhere near there. And I'm not taking one side or another, and I wouldn't take either of those sides.
Right.
I'm just warning people. That's all I'm about, is giving people a forewarning and trying to give a heads up to the people who are my subscribers. I don't slant things. I don't want to control people's opinions. I'm certainly not the news. If you're going to see it on CNN, I don't bother trying to tell anybody about it unless I can get way ahead of the game and it's something really important. But I don't think there's anything real controversial there. Now, most of my members have been the people who like to know about this stuff, and the people who would subscribe to this stuff are absolutely the same kind of people who are maybe going to go out and get a conceal and carry permit, the same kind of people who might be in a preppers group. These are people who want to be forewarned and forearmed and be proactive. So that absolutely, you know, favors maybe the libertarians and the people on the right of the spectrum more than people who are going to favor gun legislation.
Right. So what do you mean when you say open source information gathering?
So open source intelligence is anything that is free and in the open space. So if it's on Telegram, it's on Facebook, it's on Discord, if it's in some kind of news source, or So anything that you basically don't have to have a security clearance to get. And a huge percentage of even in professional intelligence services are going to open source intelligence gathering as a primary means. And what a subcategory of that is social media intelligence. And so much of that information is now being shared on social media. Mm-hmm. That knowing just the tools to use to analyze and find these things on social media really covers a lot of this. So all of what I do is out there. I'm not getting it from any secret source. Now, I might be in some chat room or some chats on Signal or Telegram that you guys might not be. But this is information that's out there. It's not like I have some government clearance and I have to go to some secure computer or even have to go on the dark web to find it. It's
so how do you find all this information? How do you monitor all of this information? Because the information's out there, it's accessible, but like I'm not going to be spending my time digging through everything looking for it, right? So how do you sift through everything? Because there's a lot of it is garbage. Like 99% of everything out there is garbage.
Or the fact that
cats, right?
Yeah.
So how do you find what's those little kernels?
But also, Cara, like PJ said, like sometimes you're censored too. How do you know that your sources aren't going to be censored as well? And how do you adjust to that?
Well, on locals, I don't have that problem of being censored. But I really use my phone for a lot of this. And you can't use your phone for 100% of it. But I have, if you look at my bookmarks, it's check this source, check this source, check this source, check this source. So it's probably half hour, 45 minutes of check these sources, go down this checklist every day. So I make a list and I check it twice to try to find out who's been naughty.
I like it. That's awesome.
See, we find the nice and you find the naughty.
Yes. Yeah. Team.
And I'm trying to warn people to stay away from the naughty. Yeah. And whatever. I know you guys get a little bit naughty, but
it's just a little.
It's harmless naughty.
Yeah. But I stay away from it.
Yes. Yes.
Well, so, and as I said before, I do subscribe. I'm a monthly subscriber because, I mean, just like I like to know the weather forecast and all that kind of stuff, I do like to know what's out there, and I don't have the time to sort like the good little bits from garbage. So I'm appreciative of people that are willing to do that for me. And so what can people expect if they subscribe? What kinds of things can they expect?
You can expect things that you are not hearing in the media. You can expect anything that has to do with potential violence. You can expect warnings about potential violence. A lot of times you can just expect videos of violence happening. You can expect an education on how I do this, because I'm sure you've seen I post open source intelligence gathering tools about once a week.
Yeah. Heather, you would nerd out over that. You would love it.
I love that kind of stuff, dude.
So I want to empower people to be able to get some of this information on their own. And there are some people that are like, I don't want to look for it. You look for it for me. That's, what I'm subscribing for. And that's totally fine. But I also want to give you an opportunity to learn some things if you would like. And then anything that I think might be a threat to us nationally that we're not talking about. Like I had some stuff on China and Russia today. And if it doesn't affect us, if it's just like, oh, this is news, I leave it alone. But if I think like this might be a threat that affects all of us, then it might go up there. I also just like to post, cool spy stuff. Like there was some things about like for Valentine's Day, I found something about like how honey traps work.
Yep.
And so I posted that. Just every once in a while I just go like, hey, this is cool. You think you would enjoy it? Because I think everybody likes to like, let's look at some James Bond level stuff every once in a while.
Absolutely. Well, I love getting the alerts in my email.
I was just gonna
I love doing that. So how do people get a hold of you? How do they subscribe? Heather put a link up to Facebook.
But I found, is this the locals? Is it
Yes.
Archangel?
Yeah, don't put a link up to the Facebook because I don't make any money off the Facebook.
No, I want you to make money.
Yeah, at this point, I'm putting a decent amount of work into it, and that's
there you go.
Another reason
is this the right one?
Okay. It's archangelintelligence.locals.com. I have never charged more than $3 a month for it, so I want it to be super affordable for people. Oh, wait, no, I got to change it. I've never charged more than $2.99 a month for the locals. People can use the promo code Archangel and also get a free month, so you can preview it. And if you don't like it, I'm not going to be mad at you. That's fine. You either find a value in it or you don't find value in it. We support capitalism. So that's what we're all about. If you don't,
free markets.
If you don't like it, don't give me your money. But I did start it also because it got to be just a lot of work to throw things up on Facebook, and that was
you were spending so much time, and you were. I didn't even know when you were sleeping.
Oh man,
it was crazy.
That is a real problem, and it is a real problem in our household. Between this kind of stuff and the 6-year-old, there is not as much sleep being had as should. It's a real problem, and we can talk about that some other time. But I don't think that's not why I'm here.
We're all struggling with that, man.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, PJ. Really appreciate it. I was super happy to have you on because
I was super happy to be on.
You provide a service that I really like, and I have enjoyed it for months and months. I really have, and I've found value in it. And I think that when people provide something that you really like, effing pay them, man.
Yeah.
So like, I have no problem like pimping and saying, like, check it out for a month and just see, and if you like it, you can check it out.
You're paying me very little. Hopefully you get a good volume of subscribers. I have a goal too. I would like to, we need to offset the cost of a private school for next year. because things are getting real crazy out in the public space. So we're trying to kind of, I homeschooled my daughter because this year again because of all the COVID stuff. But doing this and doing my regular job and homeschooling my daughter and not sleeping, it's all adding up, Cara. I can't keep doing this.
I totally feel you. I get it. I completely get it. So, but thank you very much for being on. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything you're doing. You are providing a valuable service. So you are a libertarian caught being good.
Yay!
I am.
Oh,
Mabel approves too.
Yay, Mabel! Thank you, PJ. Really
I did that.
Thank you so much.
See you guys later.
So that was really good.
That was so cool. Very nice.
I love the alerts that I get. I really do. Like I find them interesting. Like I'm maybe because I'm nosy.
I like it though. I like having alternative news sources because I'm getting to the point where I don't trust major media to give a full view of what's actually happening anymore. So
they don't.
I love this. What a great thing. What a great find. I'm like,
absolutely.
I was just like wanting to know more.
News.
Yeah, news.
We do have some libertarian news.
Oh yeah, we do.
So we'll do some libertarian news.
Yeah.
Then if people want to start putting in what they use their STEMI money on or what they're going to use their STEMI
I haven't got it
yet. Where's your Biden bucks?
I don't know. I think he's like leaving
holding out on you.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And then we'll wrap up with our one awesome thing. So also be thinking about what your one awesome thing was this last week, and we will share that. So some news from the libertarian world.
Yes.
Well,
there it is.
Representative Marshall Burt, who is our elected libertarian in Wyoming,
right.
He co-sponsored a cannabis decriminalization bill in his state. And it passed out of committee.
Yes.
And other people that testified to help pass are also libertarians, such as Judge Jim Gray, who was Gary Johnson's running mate. We had Lincoln Chafee. We had Teton County LP Chair Zach Padilla. We had Casper City Councilman Sean Johnson, which we had him on the show after he was elected. And then there was also doctors, some mental health professionals, and also Cato Institute's Jeff Moran. So that is an exciting step forward, and that's, shepherding a bill like that through would be amazing. Other news, one of the news items is from LP headquarters, which is where I work.
Yay!
Congratulations to my coworker, Tyler Harris. He was confirmed as the executive director. So he was acting executive director. Now he is executive director.
Congratulations, Tyler. That's so cool.
We needed a ballot access coordinator. And so Bill Redpath is going to be heading that up. And really, there isn't anyone better that I can think of to head that up. He lives and breathes ballot access. So that's exciting. Awesome. The LNC has also established the Libertarian Elected Support System. The acronym is LESS. I'm not sold on the acronym. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I don't like a negative acronym. You need more positive.
Yeah, and I get the less is more.
I think you should find a G instead of an S and just make it legs.
Oh, I like that.
Then I picture like can girls,
Yes,
so,
I like it.
They need to find a G word in there, and then it'll be awesome.
This is going to be a organization where those of us who are elected libertarians can get together and exchange like policy ideas and strategies, work together to do initiatives, that type of thing.
Cool.
Just generally give each other support. because it can get a little lonely.
It can, but that's a good thing though. We're getting there.
Yes, and planning is now underway. It is the 50th anniversary of the founding of the Libertarian Party.
Heck yeah!
There will be an event in Colorado, site of
Oh,
the founding,
very cool.
and it will happen this summer. We're looking at late August.
Oh my
So
gosh.
start to block off late August, and I'm just gonna say, probably happening right around my birthday.
Yes! Big party. Cara's
Yes.
birthday. Also,
So
50th anniversary event. Oh my god, in Colorado? That's gonna be
yes.
crazy.
So I'm only 1 year older than the Libertarian Party itself.
Oh man. I was gonna say, if you were the same age though, I was like, did your parents celebrate by having you? Like,
They were
that's
like,
the most libertarian thing you could
popping
be.
out this Liberty.
Miss Liberty. Yay.
Yes.
Oh man.
So that is some of the news that is happening in the
Love it.
libertarian world.
So
and
many
all
good-
exciting stuff happening.
Love it. That is so awesome. Oh my god. Oh, so stimulation money, right?
Yes. Are you feeling stimulated? You're not feeling stimulated.
I'm you know,
Not
though,
been
I read that some of the banks, they're coming up today, and I actually didn't check my bank account today. So it could have went in today, but it didn't go in yesterday.
$5.
Oh my god. I already can tell you, Andy wants to spend it on a giant statue of Army of Darkness, and it's like $2,000. So let's see how that goes.
God, are you kidding me?
Not even.
For real.
For real. It's like a 3-foot tall statue.
Where the hell is he going to put it?
I don't know. I think we need a bigger house. But I like David Nick. I should spend it on beer brewing equipment. I actually really would love to do that. I think it would be fun. And it would be better than this.
Your Skittles.
I'm getting it down, but I'm like, oh, I'm never doing that again.
Oh, so the answer has changed now on would you drink it again? Now it's a no.
I might be the wrong kind of beer with it. I don't know. Maybe if I had it, I could experiment with it some more, but I never think I'm going to do that again. I think food coloring, maybe if you get something unflavored food coloring. It's just I thought it would be better. It's fine.
Okay, so just the tip is don't do this at home.
Don't do this at home. It's fine, but don't do it. Especially if you like your beer. If you hate beer, who cares, right? You're just like, I'm just going to drink this.
So our stimmy money is
green tongue.
Yeah. So some of it is on getting some painting done.
Oh, yes. You're getting a lot.
And then the other thing that we're going to do, which is what we've done with each stimulus, is we've donated most of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I have tried to direct as much of my stimmy money to libertarian candidates.
That's cool.
I know people are donating their stimulus to the Libertarian Party because they're like, gotta fight the man because like this is crap.
I think that's an excellent
some
use.
people are in like a bad economic situation and they need it to be applied to bills. And if that's your situation, that's your situation.
Yeah.
And other people, yes, like Ben Dixon, maybe buying an AR-15.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be a practical kind of thing in this world. You know, you have the guns that you need and the weapons and the good ammo. Why not?
Yes.
I mean,
freedom seeds.
Freedom seeds. Yes.
Freedom seeds.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, you know, what do they want us to spend it on? Maybe don't do that. I like irony. What does that mean? Weird. Oh, I'm not smart anymore. To a stimmy? Word to a stimmy? Oh, so,
man. other like micro news is like a lot of the state conventions have been happening and are happening. They're happening through the spring and summer for the Libertarian Party. Most of them are in person. They have been having record attendance, which is exciting. I know there were some questions, would people go in person? Would they not? Not only are they going in person, but a lot of them are having record attendance. So that is really exciting that people are like, yes, I want me some of that liberty. Like I'm all about that. And if you're wondering what's happening, my cat's biting me. So.
Are you don't even cry anymore. You're just like, oh, may I have another?
Yep. That's my life as a
But this is because she's angry about painting and house stuff happening, and she's gonna take it out on you while you're doing a show. That's
exactly
the way cats operate.
So I will be in New Hampshire this weekend. So if anyone has any ideas of fun things to do around Concord, or maybe a restaurant I should eat at, or something like that, please tell me.
Help Cara have fun.
I need this information because I try to look online about something. I know the tale, something fun to do, or like an amazing restaurant to go to, or that kind of stuff. But the sad thing is, I'm kind of striking out on information about Concord, New Hampshire.
Somebody's got to know. What do you guys?
Yes.
Like Cara,
if you are going to be in New Hampshire, I know. I thought there would be all kinds of revolutionary history. There is not.
Nothing? What?
There is not.
Oh, that's
I've even been Googling Concord revolutionary history sites. No, I'm not getting jack shit.
Jesus, that's crazy.
I know.
There's got to be something to do there.
And I'm looking for like really good restaurants, and there's only like one restaurant that keeps coming up over and over and over. And so you know what that tells me? That tells me that's a lie.
It is a lie because they paid for it.
Yes, Heather knows. Heather knows.
So go to Reddit. Go into Reddit and go, where can you actually eat here? Are there grape orchards? Maybe there's vineyards.
There's apple orchards dating from the 1700s.
What about hard cidery?
But there's of course there's no apples this time of year.
That's true. But it doesn't mean there's not booze. And that's always good.
Yeah.
Maybe. You might just be sitting down at the Legion. Who knows? Hanging out.
I might. I could do that. That would be fun.
Oh, I saw there is actually Colin had a thing that was going on. He said paid some bills for his STEMI, invested some 2A, coordinate the business with some concrete work. Good.
Very good. Very good.
I also love his icon is it looks like Boba Fett and maybe the Mandalorian, but maybe it's just like is it? It looks awesome. It's definitely Star Wars. I'm like, you win because it's Star Wars. So there you go.
Boba Fett, where?
Boba Fett. I love Boba Fett. Yeah, you're like Han Solo. Yay! Anyway, no, I think that's really good.
Yeah. So let's get to our one good thing. So those of you that are watching, what is one good thing that happened this week? It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a small thing, but just something where you're like, you know what? This was awesome.
Oh. What was awesome this week, Cara?
Harder than others. So I have an awesome one.
Yes.
It was my dad's birthday.
Oh yeah. Happy
and we
birthday.
were able to all get together and celebrate my dad's birthday, and it was awesome. I mean, it was just a really good day. It was a good day.
So cool. I love it. I'm just like, I'm in love with my air fryer. That's like all my good news is everything I make out in the air fryer. I love it. So Cara convinced me to get an air fryer. And then my husband got me the air fryer because I wasn't pulling the trigger fast enough. And now he's benefiting from all the delicious food.
Air fryer goodness.
Everything is good in it. Everything. I made almost the whole dinner tonight in the air fryer. And I'm like, I love this thing. Why haven't I had it before? Why? Nothing is the same now. So air fryer. Yes, David also wants, I will post recipes every day for the rest of my life because I'm like, have you tried this in the air fryer? You can make eggs. You can do hard-boiled eggs in the air fryer. You can do everything. You don't even need other utensils and things in your kitchen. You just need an air fryer. Just do it. Sorry. That's my second tip.
So we do have some other people that have had their one awesome thing.
Let's see. Travis. One more semester done. MBA, here we come. Hell yeah. Holla. Oh, here. Grief support group.
Yes.
It's always good.
Always good to find support.
I love that. Everybody. Yes, it's very good. Support groups are excellent.
Yeah, they are.
Oh man. This is so good, guys. I love it. Oh my God, it's 9:00 already. How the hell did that happen?
It always goes fast.
It goes so fast. And my other good thing is I have a Guinness in the fridge, and I think after the show
you can take the taste out of your mouth from the Skittles.
Why did I do that?
That's what my husband's probably doing with beer downstairs. He's trying to get the taste out of his mouth of the
waffle,
the green pea waffle.
I'll take his. If he doesn't want it, I'll eat it. That looks good. It sounds amazing. Boys, whatever. But you guys have a happy I was gonna say Thanksgiving, but that's totally wrong. St. Patrick's Day. Like Skittle brain, whatever. I hope you guys all have a lovely evening, and thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week for Sweet Subversives. And you can support us on our Patreon. We have 2 Patreons now. Woo! They awesome. But you can support us if you love us, because like we said before, if you love it, pay for it. So that's all good. So have a great week, guys. And
sex work is work.
So, is it sex work? Is that what we're doing? Cara? I don't even know. We're not even making that much money if we're doing sex. So I don't know. We're not very good at it then. We love you guys. See you next week.